4:30 this morning, the city of Melitopol was woken up to 3 tremendously loud blasts that echoed all over the city. As people later learned, these were 3 ballistic missiles, Tochka-U, ballistic missiles that were launched by the Ukrainian military at the city of Melitopol. All 3 were shot down in the air. Unfortunately, these are huge things that carry hundreds of kilograms of explosives. So the wreckage has to fall somewhere, and in this case, it was on these 2 houses. This missile, by the way, is the same type that was used in Donetsk, launched on Donetsk city, causing more than a dozen casualties there, mostly pensioners who were in line at ATMs to withdraw their pensions. As you can see here, there's also shrapnel damage, and on this car, elements of the warhead must have survived as they fell here, rained down on the city, a civilian neighborhood. There were families in both houses. If the missiles had impacted intact, nothing would have been left of these houses. Fortunately, it was debris that rained down on the roofs, and the houses burned up rather than exploded. But this is an especially sorry situation, even though nobody died, nobody was hurt, because this is a desperate time for many. And in Ukraine, it is difficult to come by funds because most enterprises and businesses are currently shut. For now, the people that live here will have to stay with friends and relatives. Here are the remains of yet another Ukrainian Tochka-U ballistic missile. This one that fell or was shot down just shy of Berdyansk city. Over the last few weeks, we have seen the Ukrainian side launching more and more of these ballistic missiles at towns and communities here in southern Ukraine. The destructive radius of this weapon is 500 meters. If this had detonated here, there would have been nothing left of those buildings behind me. Here's another part of the missile that was knocked down. These weapons come with very different warheads. There are explosive types which devastate the area. There are also potentially nuclear payloads for this missile, and also banned cluster munitions. We have been told that this one in particular carried cluster munitions. This is the casing of a cluster bomb cassette. We haven't seen any more. The warhead perhaps fell in a different area, but it does go to show the danger that civilians here